Hi everybody, welcome to Bubble Talk with Burge. It's time to get burged. Are you ready? So it is Tuesday and I welcome all of you listening in the what is it called? I always have this problem with words all of a sudden. I have so many things going on in my mind. Anyway, just welcome for the recording. Those of you who are looking at the recording, yay. Thank you. Hi, Monty. So I am here ready to play with you and to do Bubble Talk with Burge. And what is that? What is Bubble Talk with Burge? Bubble Talk is the subconscious thought that keeps you from getting what you want. So it's like those cartoon characters above your head, and it's what they're thinking. So what they're thinking is that subconscious thought, as opposed to what their conscious thought is, okay? So you might be saying, hi, Manuel. You might be saying something like, hey, I want a red Mercedes, or I want to have more money, or I want to have a great relationship, or I want to have more purpose in my life. And that might be true. And then, hi, Yvonne, and then what happens is your subconscious thought gets in the way. Canada's in the house. Love to see you, hon. So I have Asia and Canada in the house. That's awesome. So what happens is a lot of times we do affirmations or we say things that we want to have happen or we want to create. And oftentimes maybe it doesn't happen exactly the way we want it or when we want it, right? Hi, Denise. Tallahassee's in the house. So what Bubble Talk does is it's really important to find out what is your Bubble Talk about all of those things, because that's what's running the bus. Okay. Hi, Tishan. Happy birthday, honey. So that's what's running the bus is your subconscious beliefs. So you can wish all you want and have all these positive thoughts all day long, but if you are not aligned, if your subconscious and your unconscious is not aligned with what you want, then oftentimes it can get in the way. So just welcome to Bubble Talk with Burge, and are you ready to get burged? Hi, Nancy Matthews. I was just about to say, come to the unconference, but that'll be a little bit later. So basically what I do normally with these Bubble Talk with Burge is I pull from our deck of cards for Essence of Being, and we have one more left, one Essence of Being left in Atlanta in October this year. So come join us, come play with us, all of you conscious leaders out there. And I'm going to be speaking at the Unconference, the Women's Prosperity Network Unconference, coming up October 15th, I believe. And we'll be there through the whole weekend in Orlando, so come and play with us there. I wanted to show you something before I pull a card, though, okay? Look what I have. This is called, this is an art piece, What You Focus On Expands. Our brilliant people. Hi, June. England's in the house. Hi, honey. So this is what Denise and Michael Haney did for me, along with some other things, and we're going to be showing all of those at the Unconference, actually. So they made this for me, What You Focus On Expands, with my dolphins, and they're brilliant woodworkers and artists, and we're going to have a lot of cool things for you at the Unconference to have, and also at our Essence of Being here in October in Atlanta. Yay! So a lot of things going on, and just so you know, hi Chris, Rhodey's in the house. So getting ready for a big event happening in November in Mastery, but I know that all of you have tuned in for a certain reason. So ask yourself, hi Lucia, another Rhodey in the house. I love it. Our New Englanders are here. So we've got Canada and Asia and New England and California and Florida and Atlanta, and I don't even know where else is tuning in, but these are these Essence of Being cards. And my Essence of Being cards are oracle cards, or they are intuition cards, or they give you something to focus on, perhaps something that you might want to have more of in your life. And so these Bubble Talk series that I do with you, you can go to my YouTube channel, Burge Smith Lyons on YouTube, and you can see all of them. Or you can go to the podcasts that I have on essenceofbeing.com and see all of those and listen to all of our empowerment recordings that we have and all of our power hours that we do. So there's a lot of cool stuff for you to play with and to get inspired and get ready for whatever's next for you. So remember what we are all about here. Hi, Vicki. What we're all about here is this, that we are creating or building a global movement, the global movement for conscious leaders, empowering others to create a win-win world. And if that's you, and if you feel like, hey, you know what, I'm in. I want that win-win world, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to create that within your own business, within your own relationship, within your own life. Because a lot of us get, perhaps we've forgotten our way, perhaps we've forgotten our direction, or we've forgotten our purpose, or maybe there's a part of us that doesn't have a specific direction or purpose at all, and we want to find that. And maybe we are knowing we're leaders, but we haven't figured out what we're going to be leading in, right? And then there are those of us who are conscious leaders that sometimes we lose faith in ourselves or other people. So here's the thing. Come play with us in Essence of Being, and essenceofbeing.com. Come play with us. Come play with us at Women's Prosperity Network. We're going to be playing there as well. We have merged our communities very well, very synergistic. And all over the world, there are people that really want to know that they make a difference. Is that you? Do you want to make a difference in your world? Do you want to know that you're important? So play along with us. And I've been doing this for a long time, 37 years. So I'm ready to keep going at it, right? And keep playing. But for now, something's going to change next year, just so you know. And so you heard it here first. We're going to be changing up everything that we do. So, but for now, I want to pull a card, okay? For all of us to focus on this week, to focus on maybe some things that are working in our lives and maybe things that aren't working. So let's see what we pull together. This is for all of us, and I always pull the perfect card for us all. Let's see what I got. This is one of my favorites. I don't know if I've talked about this one or not yet, but trust and allow and don't ask how. So trust and allow and don't ask how means you have to let go of control, right? Trust and allow can mean a lot of things. So let me read what the card says. It says, oftentimes you want to decide exactly how and when you want something to happen. The universe knows how and when the highest good for you will manifest. So the universe, you can call it universe, God, Great Spirit, whatever you want to call that energy. Hi, Yvonne. Yes, she says, oh my God. That's right. It is oh my God. So trust and allow and don't ask how can mean a lot of different things to people. So the universe can say, you know, if you're letting go of control a little bit, of perhaps allowing yourself to see other ways of doing things or having it come to you a different way, that's what allowing means, because so many of us get focused. We get really focused on we want it this way, it's got to be this way, and this timing, and this person, and we put these little filters on because we've all been taught, perhaps many of us, you know, set your intention, intention is everything, focus on what you want, which is great. Be specific and let go of the attachment to it. That's the little rub. That's the little caveat. That's the little nugget. Let go of the attachment, and it opens up your filters so that you can allow more of what you want, maybe in a way that you had no idea. Maybe you hadn't thought about it yet, because the universe has so many resources out there that might be a little bit, maybe we don't know what those are. We don't have access to those resources yet, or maybe we're not aware of the certain resources that the universe is trying to give to us because we have been so focused on it being a certain way. Okay, so what this means by allow, what this means by allow, hi Jonathan, what this means by allow is letting go of control and opening up your filter, okay, so that you can see things in a totally different way, maybe, and allowing things to come to you maybe differently than you thought that it ever would. Hi, Benson. So allowing is really letting go of control, okay? Of just saying, you know what? I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to trust my intention. I'm going to trust the fact that my highest good for all concerned is at play here. So this is one of our biggest things that we do in the workshops and all the different things that I do around the world. And this is one of my favorite things, trust and allow and don't ask how. And I have to be reminded of that too, Because I think about, oh, I got to have it this way, and I got to do this, I got to do this, and I'm having all of these new things happening and all these transitions going on. And I forget myself sometimes to allow it to happen and trust in it, right? So it's good to have people like you out there. Hi, Lori. It's good to have people like you out there in our healing forest world out there, in our conscious leaders world out there, having you remind me and you reminding each other of, you know what? Why don't we allow it to happen in the perfect time, in divine time, in the perfect way? So trust and allow, don't ask how, really means letting go of control and understanding that the highest good for all concerned is what's going to happen. You know what? If you set your intention and you say, hey, I want this to happen in my business, or I want this to happen in my relationship, or I want to have this happen in my life, whatever it is, and you set your intention and you focus on it and you say without attachment, okay, and letting it go, then you're going to be able to open up a whole nother way of being, a whole nother essence of being, if you will. Hey, that's a good name. I should keep that, right? So yeah, open up a whole nother way of being, of saying, you know what, perhaps I hadn't thought about it a certain way. Maybe all of these things are happening in divine time. Have you ever had something happen to you or show up for you in a totally different way that you thought, or a different time than you did? And you realize, wow, I'm glad it happened at that time, because if that hadn't happened, then this wouldn't have happened. Then that wouldn't have happened, then this wouldn't have happened. And so you look back and you say, wow, I'm glad it happened that way. But when you're going through it, sometimes, man, it's like, you know, I want it now. And I want it this way. So my advice to all of us this week to focus on, okay, all of you out there in our healing forest, all of our graduates and our soon-to-be graduates of Essence of Being, and all the other wonderful programs that we do, which, by the way, remember, October 5th through the 7th is the last one that we're doing in Atlanta this year, or anywhere in the world this year. So come play with us. You've got one more chance. And then I'll be on stage in Orlando at the Women's Prosperity Network. Come play with me there, okay? We've got a lot of cool things for you. So I just want to say, for this week, when things are not working, perhaps, and we have our sights set on it happening a certain way in a certain time, just remind ourselves, trust and allow, and don't ask how. Because so many of us want to know how. How is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? And we stomp our feet. Okay? Yeah, Lori's going to be there. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Renata. So, hello. So, she's from Holland, I think. I'm not sure. So, come and play with us and just stop stomping your feet and saying, I want it now. Just know that once you are aligned, once your bubble talk and your subconscious beliefs are aligned with your conscious beliefs, then that is when things will start happening in an easier groove for all of us, okay? You know, there are 40,000 more unconscious thoughts or subconscious thoughts than conscious thoughts. Confirmation. Hi, Kenneth. So, confirmation. So, what's going to happen is this. If that's true, if you've got all those subconscious thoughts going on and they're 40,000 to 1, then how important is it for you to know what you're thinking? Thank you, Renata. Bless you. Bless you. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in on Tuesdays and Fridays. And remember, every third Wednesday of every month, we have those power hours, which are really intense power hours on different subjects. And this month is going to be leadership. Okay? So the essence of leadership is going to be big in our next iteration of Essence of Being next year. So stay tuned and I will be able to share with you what all of that is, because we're going to be doing things in a totally different way next year. It only took me 25 years to get to this point, right? So here's the thing I just want to remind us all this week. Look at all the love. Oh, Lori, she's loving on me. Renata's loving on me. Yvonne's loving on me. I'm loving right back. So guys, let's do it together, shall we? Us conscious leaders empowering others to create a win-win world. In order to do that, we have to let go of the control sometimes and trust. Trust that everything's happening in divine time. Trust that all is well. Trust that we are going to the highest good for all concerned. That's what I always add to everything that I intend. So trust and allow. Don't ask how. It's coming, whatever it is for you. And just notice every day this week until I see you on Friday, just notice how many times did I let go of control? How many times did I allow something to come to me that I hadn't thought about before? And it comes to you in a totally different way. So I didn't think about all of this coming to me, but look, what you focus on expands. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. So thank you. The Haneys did that for me in Tallahassee with a lot more other things. And I didn't expect it, but it happened, right? So expect a miracle, trust and allow, don't ask how, and know that you have been burged. And I will see you next Friday.